Hi book lovers, I'm Atefe. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to introduce a book that has deeply moved me every time I read it. The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This is actually my third time reading it. Each time feels like a mental exercise in imagining a new version of my life. You can also imagine a new version of yours. What if you quit your current job and followed your passion? What if you changed your field of study? What if you lost your health? What if you left a relationship you are in? I think we often make decisions based on the future we hope for. For example, we exercise because we are imagining a scenario where aging and illness affect us, and we are trying to shape a different outcome. The Midnight Library explores these what-if questions. It asks, if you had lived your life differently, would you be happier? Are regrets just signposts that help us find meaning? In the rest of the video, I'm going to read a few pages from the book, and we can also learn some useful expressions and vocabulary along the way. If you enjoy stories that are both philosophical and motivational, stay with me. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Elm, the librarian in Nora's school library. But you could be anything you want to be, Nora. Think of all that possibility. It's exciting. Yes, I suppose it is. A whole life in front of you, a whole life. Possibility, imkan, something that might be true or happen. For example, learning English opens up the possibility of studying abroad. Or sometimes the smallest decision carries the largest possibility. Each book in the Midnight Library represents different possibility for Nora's life. In Nora's darkest moment, she overwhelmed by despair. The time was now 22 minutes past 11. She knew only one thing with absolute certainty. She didn't want to reach tomorrow. She stood up, she found a pen and a piece of paper. It was, she decided, a very good time to die. Dear whoever, I had all the chances to make something of my life, and I blew every one of them. Through my own carelessness and misfortune, the world has retreated from me, and so now it makes perfect sense that I should retreat from the world. If I felt it was possible to stay, I would, but I don't, and so I can't. I make life worse for people. I have nothing to give. I'm sorry. Be kind to each other by Nora. Retreat from someone or something. روی برگردوندن یا عقب کشیدن از کسی یا چیزی. So she said the world has retreated from me. یعنی دنیا ازم برگشته. And for example, after the argument, she retreated from him emotionally. Or personally, I feel the need to retreat from everyone and spend time alone. And here she said, it makes perfect sense that I should retreat from the world. It means I want to die. Nora opens her eyes to the stillness of the Midnight Library. Mrs. Elm is the librarian. She explains she's very likely to die. This place exists between life and death. With each book she opens, she steps into a different version of her life. So Nora just stood there while Mrs. Elm picked up her book again. It seemed unfair to Nora that Mrs. Elm could read the lives without falling into them. Time went by. Although technically, of course, it didn't. Nora could have stayed there forever without getting hungry or thirsty or tired. But she could, it seemed, get bored. As time stood still, Nora's curiosity about the lives around her slowly grew. It turned out to be near impossible to stand in a library and not want to pull things from the shelves. Unfair means ناعادلانه. It's not just, it's not equal, it's not reasonable. For example, the death of Nora's cat, Volt, felt unfair to her until she understood it wasn't her fault. And in this part, it seemed unfair to Nora that Mrs. Elm could read the lives without falling into them. Thanks for joining me in this quiet corner of meaning. If you'd like some more lessons like this, just subscribe, like, and let me know what you think in the comments. Spending time with you and reading The Midnight Library was a real joy. I hope our paths cross again soon. Till that time, keep turning the page of your beautiful books. Don't stop.